People try to save money in different ways, but I don't know how to do it right. Someone tried to spend less by looking for cheap products, others may try to not spend money at all, but reality is, rich people save money, but not in the way poor people do. Lots of us make ourselves poor by making wrong decisions on saving money every day. Recently, when I was speaking with my friends on this topic, I decided to create a list of principles I use in order to save money. 5 ways to spend less and get more. I thought it might be a fun way to see how different people think about saving money, and maybe we could learn from it. Hi, I'm Alex Al-Vatar. Today I'm going to share these 5 life principles with you guys. However, these principles aren't about building a savings account, and don't take them too seriously. I've created this list for fun and I hope you enjoy it. If you know some tips on saving money, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I think we could learn from each other. Sometimes it's going to get absurd, but a lot of parents try to save some money spending less on themselves but not on their kids. Parents just can't stand to hear their kids crying when they want something new. In order to save money, these parents keep wearing old shoes and old clothes even though they might need new ones. So my thought here is, don't save on yourself. If you need to save some money, save on others. I know it sounds egotistic, and I'm not telling you to not spend money on others at all. I'm just telling you, put yourself first. Spending money on others is a good way to build relationships and express yourself. I like to buy gifts on holidays and share good feelings with others that way. But if I bought gifts for everyone and not for myself, I would feel bad. So a few years ago I made a decision. If I go to buy something for someone on their birthday or holiday, I have to buy a gift for myself first, just because I want to be happy that day too. So what do you think about that? Would you like to follow this principle? Would you like to put yourself first? It sounds healthy in my opinion. Some people believe they could save some money by not spending it. Their best way to save money is to not spend it at all, so they keep it. My thought on that point is, you can't save money on something if you don't spend it. If you don't spend money, it's not about saving money anymore, it's about keeping money or building savings, and that's a difference. For example, if I go to the store and I see a great deal, this Nintendo Switch game is on sale with a 60% discount, and instead of $50 it costs $20 now. So in order to save $30 on this item, I have to spend $20 first. And who am I to not buy it? Of course I'll do that. It's a great deal. However, if I decide to keep money and not buy the game, it's bordering on limiting myself from having something I want, in my opinion. People become needy that way. They deprive themselves and go without a lot of things they dream about. Why? It starts from such small things. If you don't allow yourself to buy a video game you want at a great discount, what about more expensive things? Knowing that if I want to save money and build savings, I sit at home and do nothing. But if I want to save on something, I go to the mall or brand store and look for sales. And if I came home saying, "Honey, I saved us a few $100 today," it means I spent less than I could and I bought something I needed and wanted, and we could spend the money I saved on something else to celebrate it. So if you want to keep money in your pocket or you want to build savings in your bank account, that's great and it's your choice, but don't mix up these meanings. In order to save money, you have to spend money first. The third principle is, never stop someone from spending on you. It sounds fun, but I know so many people that can't take gifts or money from other people because of their beliefs. My mom is always shy when someone gives her a gift, and if it's too expensive, she will cry about that, like, "Oh, I can't take it, it's too expensive, why did you do that?" So many people around you want to give you a gift, and if it's good for your relationships, why don't you agree to take it? Of course, there may be some gifts you should avoid. Let's say someone is just trying to buy your love, or this person tries to make you dependent on them. These choices are up to you. However, if it's from the bottom of their heart, don't stop anyone. Take the gift and be thankful. It's also a way to save some money, because now you don't have to buy it yourself. I implemented a new habit into my life, and I always ask for a discount or special deal, even though I don't see any promotions there. I use apps and promo cards for buying food in the supermarkets, and that way I save from 10 to 30% a month. And it's about $1,000 a year in savings just on food. I buy video games on sale, and that way I save up to 80% on the purchase. When a new game is released, I don't go to buy it. I'm adding it into my wish list and waiting for sales. I could wait for a few months or even a year, and at some point they offered it to me with a good discount. I like clothes and I'm interested in developing a personal style, but I don't need something trendy, and I buy clothes at the end of the season when it's on sale with a 30% or 50 or even 70% discount. This sweater which is on me right now I bought for $10 actually. It's brand new from the store, but with a discount. Looking for partner programs, I found out how to use apps and online services for free if I recommend them to someone with my referral link. So there is always a way to get your bonus, discount, or even get something for free. Create a list of the things you want to buy and search for a better price. Subscribe for promotion letters and wait. It might cost you a lot of time, but if you want to save some money, that's a good way. People are mistaken when they think about saving money. Many of us think if you want to spend less, you have to buy something cheap. But they buy bad quality products and use bad services, and it's a bad way to save money in my opinion. I don't see any reason to buy something you don't like only because it's cheap. I think you should buy something you want, something you dream about. It could be expensive, but you have to find a way to buy it cheaper. For example, this GX80 Panasonic camera came out in 2016 and its cost was around $1,000. But I bought it in 2023 for $500, brand new from the store with a 3-year guarantee. I didn't buy it right when it was released. I bought it later. Yes, it's not the latest device, but it's new, it's great for the price, and it's still doing its job, so why not? You have to know that the world is big and different, and many countries out there with different laws and taxes. This MacBook, for example, costs around 2,000 euros in Europe, but you can buy it for $1,600 in the USA or Eastern Europe. In some cases, you can buy it without paying a 20% additional VAT tax. That way, you can save up to $500 on a new item and spend this money for the trip to visit another country where you want to buy it cheaper. In other words, you buy something you want and you get a $500 trip for free. I think it's a great way to save some money. So the lesson is, don't look for something cheap. Look for something good that you want to buy and try to buy it cheaper, or try to find a way to get more value from the purchase. So, what do you think about these 5 life principles on saving money that I use? Would you like to follow them? Give me your feedback, write your opinion down below under this video. I think you could try it as a game just to see how much you can save. You could write down these principles on paper as I did and hang it on the wall. By looking at them every day, you'll memorize them and use them regularly. Just try it to see how different your life can be. See you next time. Bye.